the MSG Fight Night. I'm John Dory, and this is Mark Breland, and tonight we're going to take a look back at 2 fights of the legendary Lennox Lewis, who at 6'5" was one of the best of the big heavyweight generation.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, here's the guy who's tall, used a good jab, used a good right hand. You got a tall heavyweight, lean, good boxer, you know, it's a good fighter.
Yeah, and one of the biggest upsets where he lost to Oliver McCall, he ended up turning into a positive and finding Oliver's trainer, Emmanuel Stewart.
Well, Emmanuel Stewart's a great trainer. You know, he's a guy who taught you how to use your assets, use your good jab, your balance, everything. He balanced you out real good. He made a good fighter to a great champion.
Yeah, and here tonight we're going to see Lennox take on Shannon Briggs, another guy from Brooklyn who actually just came off a big win against George Foreman. Yeah. He certainly must be flying high now.
Oh, gotta be. He has to. He's got to be flying high, but, you know, it's just a thing now. I think, you know, he has the skills, but the confidence level, his confidence level should be up right now, and that's what he's going to need, you know, for this fight right now.
Well, let's check it out. Let's go down to Atlantic City and see Shannon Briggs and Lennox Lewis.
There is Shannon Briggs, very engaging young man. Really waged his most impressive fight against George Foreman. He just had the public go against him in some cases because he got the decision against Big George. Briggs, who overcame a lot of problems in 1996. The death of his mom, a friend had been murdered. That was a bottom point for him. He lost to Darrell Wilson that year, and he bounced back, got things together, won the fight against Foreman, and in this bout added legendary conditioning guru Mackie Shilstone, man who worked with Michael Spinks and got him ready to move up in the heavyweight division and beat Larry Holmes. So Briggs hopes that his conditioning is much better for this fight. And Emmanuel Stewart, the trainer for Lennox Lewis, said this is going to be a difficult fight for Lewis stylistically because of Briggs' ability to move back and forth and not be in a hurry. So Lennox Lewis, the pride of London, makes his entrance in. After the fight with Galata, and you saw what a wonderful result that was for him, Lennox Lewis labeled Atlantic City as his second home. Get a look at the long walk fighter goes through. At the time the rink entrance just right to make sure that the opponent is not in his way and that the ring will be clear when he gets there. Some of the loneliest times a fighter will endure regarding the boxing game come in this walk from the dressing room to here. And Emmanuel Stewart, his trainer, just to the side of Lennox Lewis. And Lewis may receive some mixed results here from the fans because Briggs, based in Brooklyn, New York, about 125 miles away from Atlantic City, and he did bring a cheering section. So Lennox Lewis, a 12-1 favorite. Thought he had a fight with Evander Holyfield lined up. The negotiations went sour. He got Shannon Briggs. But he said that doesn't matter. He's going to keep making his statement fight after fight. Lewis looking like he's doing a little bit of a dance there as he gets ready. Reggae music. Jamaican native who then went to England. Getting ready for the ringside introductions. See all those people in the ring, and then shortly after that, there will be just 2. Key thing here for a fighter is to stay warm. Keep the sweat going. Nice crowd.
Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, by way of Caesars Atlantic City main events, Panics Promotions and Cedric Kushner Promotions, in association with your undisputed, undefeated king of beers, Budweiser. This Bud's for you present 12 rounds of boxing for the heavyweight championship of the world. Sanctioned by the New Jersey State Athletic Control Board Boxing Commissioner Larry Hazard Sr., Chairman Jerry Gormley, Board members Gary Shaw and Stephen Katz, Deputy Commissioner John Greco, physicians at ringside, Dr. Dominic Coletta Jr., Dr. Ken Remsen, Dr. Earl Shaw, and Dr. Eric Wormser. Timekeeper at the bell, Roosevelt Gilbert. Counting for the knockdown seconds, alternate referee Lindsey Page. This bout is also sanctioned by, celebrating its 35th anniversary, the World Boxing Council. President Jose Suleiman, WBC supervisor at ringside, Andy Vandola. The 3 judges scoring this bout on a 10-point bus system will be Anik Hangtankam, Terry O'Connor, and John Stewart. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Frank Cappuccino. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, from Caesars Atlantic City, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing blue, trimmed with white. He weighs 228 pounds. His professional record, an excellent one. 30 victories, 24 by knockout with only 1 loss. From Brooklyn, New York, ladies and gentlemen, here is the challenger, Shannon Briggs. And across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing gold, trimmed with red and green. He weighs 243 pounds. After capturing Olympic gold, he now has a professional record of 32 victories, 26 by knockout with only 1 defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, from East London, England, presenting the reigning WBC Heavyweight Champion of the World, Lennox Lewis.
Shannon, Lennox, good evening, gentlemen. You were both given your instructions in the dressing room. I want you to protect yourself at all times. Is there any questions from the Lewis? Any questions from Briggs? Both of you stop. Both of you touch gloves. Come on. Come on, come on.
The reluctant touch of gloves.
Lennox.
And we're ready to go
Lennox,
here.
Back in the corner.
Shannon Briggs,
Back in the corner.
Lennox Lewis.
All the way back. All the way back.
Lewis
all the way
promises
back.
to
All the way back.
test the chin of Shannon Briggs. Lewis was up a little bit too far forward and driven back, and here we go. Lewis is a fast starter. Big key in many of his fights. Comes right at Briggs. The story of this fight is, can Briggs do something back? And he lands a right hand, and Briggs comes right back at Lennox Lewis. Lewis to jab. Briggs knows that he must take some chances early. And he landed a right hand, got Lewis to smile here. Briggs will not let Lewis simply walk through him. He took a stand early. Right to the body by Briggs. And you'll hear crowds reacting when he lands punches. Lewis almost had the opportunity for a big right hand there. Briggs trying to crowd Lewis a little bit here. Smother the range of those big bombs.
Let him go, Lennox. Break.
Not beyond the end of Lewis's jab. The key against Lewis, many observers feel, is to take this into the middle rounds at least and give yourself a chance. Briggs out to prove that the victory over Foreman was not a fluke. Lewis stalking. Scores with a jab. Well, we're already past the Lewis-Galata mark. And Briggs takes a shot there. Jab in the right hand behind it. Two big men, both who can be stylists when they want to. And on that basis, could set itself up for a fight as a hook by Briggs. Now Briggs taking his chance. A hook to Lewis. Briggs coming on. Big opportunity for Shannon Briggs. Right in the face of Lennox Lewis. Chopping right hand, and Lewis is reeling. Here comes Briggs with a leaping left hand. Lewis hanging on for dear life in this fight. Round one, a beauty. The Briggs surprise here, the hook to the temple area, driving Lewis back. And Briggs, knowing that fortune can come and go in a heavyweight fight, he goes right for it. Big hook against Lewis. So an explosive first round, but not the one the experts had predicted, as the 12-1 underdog steps up and makes some noise. Second round, scheduled for 12 or less. And Lewis, hearing it from his people about balance in between rounds. Thought he was off balance and set himself up to be hit by Briggs.
Get off him, get off him, get off him.
Shannon Briggs rocked Lennox Lewis.
I say, Briggs, step back, man.
Sent a message, and there are those in boxing who feel that Lewis's chin can also be suspect. Briggs at close range again here. Torrid pace set by both in the first round. They are both breathing heavily here.
Let him go, Lennox. You're holding, Lennox.
Will be the next one to gamble?
Break. Come on now.
Straight right by Briggs. Straight right back by Lewis. Lewis with an uppercut that ties him up and holds on.
Lennox, you're holding him. You're holding, Lennox.
Briggs certainly gained Lewis's respect in the opening round, yet it is Briggs holding on in the second. Chopping right by Lewis. Briggs shakes his head no, shakes his head no again. Maybe Lewis will try that. So Briggs shakes his head. Yes, a good hook by Briggs. Lewis again. Back to the corner. Briggs going all out. Hoping he cannot be forced to fight late in this bout.
Get off him, man. All right, break.
Shannon Briggs has seen some opportunities in the first two rounds, and the left hook to the temple has been the shot.
What are we going to do? Huh?
That's open for him. Good jab by Lewis. They both have good jabs.
Let him out, let him out.
Suck it in, suck it in. Suck it in. Who's got the X-Man? Suck it in.
Welcome back to Mendez Boxing Gym here in the heart of New York City. Mark, Shannon Briggs is having a lot of success in the first 2 rounds here. He's had Lennox in trouble.
Yeah, but he can't finish him. He gets Lennox on the ropes, but he throws everything to the head. He never threw not one body shot.
And this is probably where the experience of Manuel Stewart comes under the corner, because they look pretty calm in Lennox's corner.
Oh yeah, but what Emmanuel told Lennox was just start tapping him to the body, start touching him to the body, and it took all the air out of him.
Well, let's go back and catch the action in round 3 here in Atlantic City.
Third shot on the temple area by Briggs. To his credit, he kept coming, and the third shot got in. But then everything is wide, and that worked against him. Third round, torrid beginning between Lennox Lewis and Shannon Briggs. Good right to the body by Lewis. Uppercut by Lewis. Good shot, and Briggs comes right back. Both of these guys are fighting as though it's not safe to box.
Come on, get him loose.
They
get him
both
loose. Let
believe
him go,
they
let
have
him
to
go.
slug. Just about every punch in this fight has been landed hard.
Get off him, Lennox. Briggs, step back.
Between
Stop punching
rounds,
both of you.
Briggs' people imploring him to get back to the jab. Lewis, of course, is noted for a very good one. Now Lewis cornering Briggs more. Briggs does not want to be here. And if he is, Lewis can take him to school with that jab. Now Lewis is closing ground here and has some excellent potential.
Come on.
Lennox Lewis, who got popped early, seems to have his legs back and under control. Fighting with a little bit more
Get
authority.
off his neck, Lennox. Get off his neck.
Good right hand by Lewis. Jab, another right hand. Briggs again with the perfunctory shake of his head. No. That one got in pretty nicely. Lewis does have his legs back, I feel. However, both fighters very tired from the early pace of this fight. It's been a pretty explosive 3 rounds for heavyweights. The battle of the jabs is dominant now. Lewis trying to get the right hand behind it, but Briggs is also fighting in a game manner.
Stay off his neck, Lennox. Stay
Lewis
off his
has
neck.
cleared out all the cobwebs. Had the boxing advantage in round 3.
Break, both you step back, Bell.
Lewis better boxing round. Excellent uppercut. He also had the right hand going. And he's really able to find himself more against the wide open defenses here of Shannon Briggs.
Now go into the body a little bit on him. Yep. Break it down. Short man. He's breaking. He's breaking.
Round 4. Lewis and Briggs. It has been excellent thus far, with Lewis perhaps starting to take over. Hooked by Lewis. Driving Briggs back a right hand. Briggs holding on to the ropes. Could have been called a knockdown, but was not. If you hold on to the ropes for support, it can be called a knockdown. Right cross by Lennox Lewis. Briggs is game, but gets driven back again. Lewis has an opportunity. How tired is he? We will find out. Both fighters sprinted out of the gate, and Briggs is down.
5, 6, 7.
Lewis taking over here at the end of round 3 and in round 4, and Briggs is tired.
Let's go to work.
The same time of the fight that Darrell Wilson caught up to him in his only loss. And Lewis does not let many fighters
Let him
off
go,
the hook.
Shannon, let him
Briggs
go.
in deep, deep trouble. And Lewis pounding away. Frank Cappuccino getting a good look. He'll give Briggs every chance to stay in there. Lewis with a hook. Briggs is totally tired. Right hand by Lewis. Too much round left. A long time for Briggs to get through. Fires the hook. Briggs had an excellent chance in rounds 1 and 2. Both fighters are dog tired. Who wants this more? Chopping right by Lewis. Clean flush shots. And Briggs with a looping left hand over the top. Good punch by Lewis. 3 shots there. Another chopping right on Briggs. Briggs' legs are wobbly, and he should be tying Lennox Lewis up.
Let him go, let him go, let him
Lewis
go.
is also tired, but in far better shape at this moment than Shannon Briggs.
Games here, man. Let him out, let him out, let him out, Lennox.
Lewis gets hit by Briggs. Now Briggs comes on again. Both fighters too tired to finish it, and Briggs is down again.
5, 6.
Can Briggs make it?
7, 8.
Up at 8. Terrific round for Lennox Lewis, and Briggs right back to him. Not even trying to hold him up. Does Lewis have enough time to finish it in this round? Only a few seconds left. Lewis explodes on Briggs in round 4, and he makes it to the end.
Put your fingers up. So all the noise, I can't hear it.
Right hand leads and more left hooks now, okay? Get that bucket, man. Right hand leads and more left. Bring the bucket, man. Okay. Take your time, baby. Take your time. It's your call. You're doing your thing, Lennox. You're doing your thing. Just put it together a little bit more. You got it? Right hand leads when you get closer.
Somebody get that
Lewis
bottle
with
out
2
there.
knockdowns in that round. Big hook, a big looping right hand on top of that. Briggs is down. He looks okay on that one. And then later in the round, he would go down again.
Get that bottle. Hold it,
Round
hold it.
5.
Get that
And
bottle.
what these fighters wouldn't do for a little bit of oxygen. Briggs comes on with Lewis. A battle of who will get in the last punch. But has Briggs had his best opportunity and seen it go by? Or can he create another one? Lewis seems intent on finishing this. But can he muster it up? He's got Briggs right in front of him. Briggs not moving. And Lewis teeing off big left hook. Terrific shots by Lennox Lewis, and Briggs still up. Briggs digging in for the body. Lewis applying more pressure, and both fighters extremely tired. And Briggs is down. It may be it. He was blocked.
4, 5, 6, 7.
He shows his gameness, and the crowd loves him for it. He was nailed by Lennox Lewis, who almost has a look of disbelief on his face. How many times does he have to put Briggs down before this will be over? These are big shots by Briggs. He's getting hit with shots by Lewis. Uppercut, left hook, the right hand. Briggs goes down on his own accord, and it's over. He's telling Frank Cappuccino, I slipped. Frank Cappuccino says, I don't care.
You come back another day,
A ferocious fight between Lennox Lewis and Shannon Briggs, and that was entertainment in the highest order. A short fight can also be sweet.
145, fifth round.
These guys waged a 12-round fight as if it was scheduled for 6. Both gambled on an early pace.
Hey, let's go.
And Lennox Lewis was able to withstand early danger. Very big early danger. This two-punch combination could have been the end of the fight based on the look in Briggs' face when it happened. A left hand and a tremendous right behind it. That one hurt Briggs. He was down. And for the count of 6, he did not move. Now here's the second part. He's getting hit. Big shot there. And he goes down. Lewis coming on here, just about doing everything that he wanted. These are big shots here. And then Briggs spinning himself down, but Frank Cappuccino says that's enough. You've taken so much. Briggs put himself on the floor with a missed hook. But it did not matter by that point. So Lennox Lewis, the happy winner, and he did survive tonight. He became a lot less scary to a few opponents. And Shannon Briggs gave it 100%.
Was a halt to the bout. The official time, 1 minute, 45 seconds of round number 5. The winner and still WBC Heavyweight Champion of the World, Lennox Lewis.
Wow, and there we have it. What a lot of action for 5 rounds for heavyweight fighting. I mean, the difference there seemed to come on there with Lennox touching the body, they opened the head. It certainly seemed that way.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And plus, you know, Shannon just kept his left hand down, and he's on the ropes, and he's not blocking him.
And when you got a big right hand like Lennox Lewis, he certainly found a home
you got
for
to
it.
put your hands up, and that's what really, you know, changed the difference in that fight.
Yeah.